All right, listen, I want to complain a little bit. I'm so frustrated today. I woke up to a frustrating message that Jubilee has decided to copyright strike something. And I know you're going to be like, oh, well, they don't want people reacting to their content. That doesn't really matter because it wasn't a full video reaction, right? Like this, I typically do full video reactions where I play a full video. And I know that's in like a gray area of fair use. There hasn't really been a super big establishment. A lot of people are fine with it on YouTube. I have friends that make real content, Willie Mac, and Vince Vintage, Dan Tavius. They're all pretty chill with it. They're cool. Primic, that guy who only shows up once a year and does a video. I reacted to him the other day. He was cool with it. He was like thanks for covering this. And I get it's a gray area. So that's why I don't do full video reactions of Jubilee anymore. But I did like a pretty heavily edited reaction, and they still took my thing down, which is definitely against fair use. But there's really nothing I can do about it because I'm not going to go do a lawsuit. So I want to complain. I just want to complain. I want to give you the rundown. Okay. So, obviously a little bit of prehistory. I used to react to Jubilee videos all the time. They never had a problem. They actually asked for people to do it. They were like big fans of Hassan specifically. He's a big video like reactor in the same way I do. Pretty, I would say, as much as I don't like Hassan, pretty transformative commentary. You watch like an hour-long video and you put a lot of commentary into it, and you come out of that video like doubling or tripling the length, etc. And a lot of times I also play videos at increased speed. Right? They were cool with that. Then they started DMCA striking stuff, taking it down. This was before the Ab and Preach thing like blew up. They had hit me, so I was like, all right, whatever. I just like stopped doing them. Then everything blew up with Ab and Preach. They took a bunch of their videos down. Ab and Preach were going to fight a lawsuit with them, and then Jubilee backed down and put the stuff back up because I'm pretty sure they knew they were going to lose because Ab and Preach don't watch like full videos. But from that point, I was like, yeah, I'm not going to do full video reactions. They seem to not like it. That's fine. That fast forward to this alpha male YouTube thing. Right? The alpha, well, not this one specifically. This one, the fit versus fat. That came up and people wanted to hear my opinion. I do talk about red pill stuff, and I'm also a fat guy. Losing some weight, baby! All right? I got to stop doing that. But anyway, I've been losing some weight and getting a little bit more in shape, and so people asked my commentary, but I was unwilling to react to this video, which is about an hour and 18 minutes. But then somebody sent me something else, and it's this. It's a 19-minute video from August the Duck. I like this person's content. They do some pretty cool stuff, and I reacted to this. I'm not going to show anything because it's going to get insane. And I was like, yeah, this should be fine. This 100% falls within fair use. I scrolled through it of the 19 minutes, maybe. And I like, this is a high estimate. 5 minutes of like footage was used, like audio-wise. I don't even think 5 minutes, probably like 3 minutes. A lot of commentary, and then I made my video, and it came out to about 58 minutes, so about an hour. Okay, so we're talking about maybe 5 to 10 minutes worth of footage, half of it with audio, some of it just playing on, fully within fair use, fully fair, 0% chance that replaces the there's no gray area here, right? In August the Duck's video. Now, if Mr. Duck decided to ask me to take my video down, that's a different conversation, right? This is his video I'm reacting to. I would take it down. Doesn't even matter the specific legality. Like I said, that type of the type of content I do is like a gray area when it comes to like fair use. It seems to be like favorable, whatever. But that's not what happened. Jubilee struck it. 100% unjustifiable. Very frustrating. Okay, so now they struck it in my video before I had released it. But I'm an idiot. So I kind of did I did the title, the thumbnail. I messed up the thumbnail. I accidentally left some words there. I don't know how that happened. Anyway, title, thumbnail, everything. And then I put in like I did like the claim. I said like, hey, this video falls under fair use. It uses very little of your core video. It's not like blah, 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 blah. Thinking like they would read through it and actually take the time of day and whatever. I waited a couple days. They didn't respond. So that communicates to me, and a lot of people will do this if you get like a copyright claim, is they will just let the claim expire. They won't respond to it. They just let it expire, which means that it gets released to you after the 30 days. That literally, I just had a Fresh and Fit video that happened to a Fresh and Fit video. I just got an email for that happening from like a month ago. They did like they put in a claim for when the lawyer was reacting to the girl Daisy and yada yada yada. They put a claim in for that. I said like, hey, this falls under fair use, yada, blah blah blah, and they didn't say no to it. I think they just let it expire. Whatever, not a big deal. That's fine. Ignorantly thinking that would happen. I woke up I think yesterday to them, like they were disputing it. So I'm like, yeah, I'm going to dispute it. Or excuse me, they rejected my dispute. So I'm like, okay. Oh, well, that's right. I woke up this morning and they rejected my dispute. So I sat here and I filled out the form. I'm like, I'm going to escalate. I'm going to go to court. Like, I will potentially go to court. So they ask these like a few questions for this appeal process. You know, they ask your name and stuff, which obviously I'm not going to show you. But they're asking, do you significantly transform the original work? Yes, absolutely. You can pause and read if you really feel the need to. It doesn't really matter. What was the nature of the copyrighted work? How much of the original content was used? It was like, again, I said like 5 minutes. Like, there's like nothing of an hour and 18 minutes. It's, is your video substitute, et cetera, et cetera. So I submit that. Bang, boom, done. This is where it gets really stupid on my part. Couple hours later, I'm on the phone with my wife. I said, hey, listen, like, I've explained the situation to her. I said, like, listen, this is what happened. Like, should I even bother? Because when I look at this, it just says they claimed 45 seconds of the video. And for anybody who knows, when you select an action, once you do the appeal, these are all grayed out. So, like, I couldn't click on this. I couldn't click on replace song. There's no song, but you get my point, because I had sent in an appeal already. And she's like, well, if it's 45 seconds, it's in the middle of the video. I listened to the 45 seconds. I'm like, it's not really anything that the video would miss. So I'm like, fuck it. So I retracted the claim. So I'm like, all right, let me trim it out. It's only 45 seconds. I clicked this motherfucking button, guys. They claimed in half an hour of my hour-long video. Okay, it takes a while to load up, but it is literally 30 minutes of my video. So you look right here, 57:30. That's my video. Previewing with it, the trimmed version is 27 minutes and 23 seconds, which is crazy because like only 5 minutes or 5 to 10 minutes of their footage is even used. So I'm like, holy Jesus Christ. So because I did that, I can't resubmit a claim, which is very frustrating. So now I'm pretty much just taking an L on it. You know, I'm a little upset because that video did well. You know, it's still in my algorithm, so that's nice. But that's probably a couple $100 I'm going to lose. You know, and I'm just like frustrated. You know, part of me is like, yeah, showed weakness. That's my fault, right? Part of me is like, maybe God or a higher power was like, yeah, you just let it go. Because I'm thinking, like, let's say it goes through and then they reject it again. I get a copyright strike, or I have to go to court. And my understanding is you get the money back after you go to court if you win the the fair use thing. But like, it doesn't matter if let's say it cost me $20,000 to go to court, which would probably cost more. I have to borrow $20,000. I do well. I don't do $20,000 in the bank right now well, especially with like all the house repairs I've been doing this year. So like I would end up losing money in the long run. So like it just kind of sucks. And then I reached out to Jubilee though. I DM'd them with it. I'm gonna read the DM, hoping that they would do something. I don't think anything's gonna happen. I think I'm gonna make this video. I might even upload this as like a little segment just to bit. I just need to complain. I just need to complain. You know what I mean? Like, I need to complain. It is what it is. But yeah, I sent this to them. I said, hey, I'm a smaller YouTuber and TikToker named Papa God. I recently did commentary on your fit versus fat video. I obviously linked their video in there. My video contained roughly 10 minutes of footage from your core video that was roughly an hour and 18 minutes long. Only about half of that being with audio, and I noticed you flagged it. Upon submitting an appeal, it was rejected. I feel my video genuinely falls under fair use and was hoping you'd release a claim. Thank you. I appreciate you reading the message. That's it. They're probably not going to respond. They're probably not going to care. They're probably not going to do anything. I don't have the financial infrastructure to go after this. It is what it is. So, you know, we took an L today. It sucks. But I just needed to like come on and be like, I gotta vent about it. It's unfortunate. Because, you know, I guarantee you, and again, if Mr. Duck was like had leveraged some kind of claim against me, that would be one thing. Right? Or he's like, hey, I don't want you to have this up, take it down, don't react to my content. That's fine. You know, that's the general consensus and on the type of content that I do is like, if people don't like it, reach out, be like, I don't like this kind of content, don't make, that's fine. You know, other people who've reached out, they've even reached out positively or like asked me a long time to go to credit their content better, which is why I'm like very aggressively credit my stuff. Every single video has a sources page. You can look at my YouTube. Every video quite literally has a source where it has like all the credits and stuff, and that's been pretty much literally that's over a year ago when people would ask me to do that, or even way over a year ago, because I started doing that when I switched over to the channel, like being very aggressive about specifically showing, like sourcing it in the thing. But Jubilee went after it, and like they're in the wrong. Like I know that they're in the wrong, and it just is what it is, man. They're just kind of bullies. Whatever company they use is just kind of bully, and it's a little shitty. I did try to reach out to YouTube on Twitter and say like, hey, this is blatant copyright abuse, and they were basically like, oh, we don't care. We can't do anything about it. We don't mediate that. And I'm like, I feel like I've seen you guys mediate this before. But you know what? It is what it is. Like it's just like I'm gonna take the L because there's nothing else I could really do. I kind of have to suck a fart, and that's okay, you know. But I've been thinking about it. I've been frustrated at the gym all day today, and I was like, you know what? Let me just come on and like kind of vent to my audience. Like I'm not expecting anybody to do anything about it. You know what I mean? I've been like, let me just fucking complain. Let me just complain, and maybe I'll make a couple of bucks complaining and at the same time. So that's pretty much it. Yeah.